So how the heck did you come up with this? This is a really, really fascinating concept of how, someone can watch sports and live entertainment.
Yeah, look, the elevator pitch for Cosm is 100 stories, and it takes a while to get up it. But this is really the manifestation of a lot of great ideas, a lot of our team, and really hits on a lot of my career from being a NFL player to working at Fox Sports to being a startup entrepreneur and everything in between. And it's really the combination of the experience economy, which is this notion of we all want to go to games, we want to go out, we want to do things with fans, we want to go experience things, but also the immersive industry and all the technology that's being built there, whether it's AR, VR, XR, MR, whatever the next R might be. We leverage that whole tech stack to create our offering, which is what we call shared reality. And we started looking at the idea back in 2019, working with kind of my partner, mentor, and chairman, Steve Wynn, the I, not the Y, out of Texas, and really putting this idea together to showcase live sports like it's never been done before, something that's completely new, a net new offering. And in early diligence days, when we were prototyping this, when I saw the first really manifestation of what this could be, the first proof of concept, it was literally just, the proverbial light bulb went off, the sucker punch in the gut. It was an immediate, like, this will work. And that set the stage for making this happen going forward, because there's nothing like the energy, the passion, the fandom that you get at a live game. And our goal is to get fans as close to that as possible. We'll never replace that feeling, but for the fans that can't get there, that's what we want to offer.
So how do you guys dictate shots? You've worked in TV, I'm working in TV.
Yeah.
How do you guys have a control room? Do you guys have producers, directors, and all of that? Like, how it is in the TV world where
Yeah.
people are going, cut camera 2, cut camera 3, let's go, like get 4, stand by. So
Yep.
how does it all work?
Yeah, so our Cosm Media team is one of the best in the world at what they do, from the live, super high res immersive capture. So we have crews that are going around the world. We do not roll trucks. We have a really lightweight setup, and we position our cameras at all these stadiums. And we have a Remy room back here at our offices and headquarters in Los Angeles where we cut the game, and then we send the feeds out to all of our venues. And the production is a little bit different than the linear proposition. When you're doing it in immersive in these large formats, you want to sit in the moment a little bit longer. You want to feel the stadium. You want to have all those sights, and you can't disorient the crowd too much. So it's a very different type of production, but at the core, it's similar to the extent of following the action, giving the fans the best viewpoint you can to give them that feeling of being there at the event itself. And then we also layer in the linear feeds. So you still have the replays, the color commentary, all the score bugs that all of our broadcast partners and league partners bring through. You have the commercial load and all of that to really create this fully compelling offering that brings the best of at home and the best of in stadium to the fans.
That's amazing. You guys have changed the world of live sports. I mean, from hockey to the NFL to, I watched some of those videos on YouTube, the UFC. I mean, like, they're getting thrown right into you.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. I mean, we want to be category defining, something net new, and we think we've been able to accomplish that. And now it's about bringing this proposition to more and more fans, not only in the U.S. but around the world. And now we get to come to Detroit as our fourth venue, and you're speaking our language, man. It is a really incredible experience.
What's really fascinating is you guys have Los Angeles, obviously Dallas, your hometown, Atlanta, now Detroit. You guys are skipping Chicago, you're skipping New York, Philly, Boston, Miami, Tampa, all these other, San Francisco, Seattle. You're skipping all these other cities. Why Detroit for the fourth time? What was your appeal to Detroit?
Well, look, when we're looking at this rollout, this is not a zero-sum game where it's, we go to one city and we can't go the other. We continue to grow and scale. And all those cities you mentioned, we're active looking right now. And we lined out the map, the strategic rollout. We always knew Detroit was there. And as we've got to know the city better and actually started to work with Dan and Bedrock and the entire team there, it really started to make a ton of sense to roll out now. And as we put it really in the funnel of when we roll out next, those are the things that came to bear there. Sometimes these deals take a long time to get, You know, sometimes these are 6 months, sometimes they're 2 years. And, you know, our goal is to really roll out in a responsible, methodical way and make sure we're going to places where there is an amazing fandom and that we feel like we can contribute another offering. And you look at Detroit, I mean, holy cow, 4 professional sports teams, just the fandom, the passion is incredible there. Then the revitalization of downtown and all the effort that's happening there. And then coupled with the history of Motor City and the things I've been learning as I've gotten, you know, more feet on the ground there and learn more and more about it, working with our partners, all these things just make a ton of sense. Then that's reinforced by seeing the fandom at the NFL draft and to have our site at that exact location. I mean, wow, what a privilege. And it's a great responsibility now that we own to make sure we are delivering our best proposition possible to make sure that the fans and the fandom there gets to celebrate the way we like to.
When's it going to be finished? Because I can't wait to go.
Yeah, we know we'll open in 2026. Don't know exactly yet when that date's going to be. We'll see what the development cycle looks like when we break ground and do all of those things, and we'll make sure to share the exact open dates. But 2026 is the target. Let's see how rough the winters are and what that does to our construction timelines. But we're going to be working fast and furious to try to get this thing open.
Now with the dome, I mean, I showed this to a bunch of dudes who love sports, right? I showed the video, and they're like, "The dome, it's revolutionary." Did the dome come from the idea of the sphere? How did this all
Well, so the thing a lot of people don't know about us is we are also the largest planetarium company in the world. Really critical to understanding the DNA of our business. We power over 700 planetariums globally. We build those domes and structures. We own the software stack, the rendering engine, and everything around it. And we've been powering experience like this forever. And the key distinction is, you know, a planetarium is really the first immersive or experiential venue ever created, right? You probably remember like the awe of going in and taking you to space. And so now we take that same feeling and we take you to the sidelines. We take you pitch side, court side, to the rink. And that's where that dome DNA comes from. And being the world's best at that is who we are. Now, the Sphere is an incredible facility. I mean, amazing performance venue. And we share a similar thesis of leveraging amazing audio visual technology to super serve fans, right? Whether it's live music, live sports, entertainment, experiential art, immersive cinema, all those things. And so we are aligned in terms of what fans want. We do it differently. But from a core thesis, there's a lot of alignment there.
That is awesome. So 2026 is the estimated time that you guys are going to be opening, not a direct deadline. This is going to be revolutionary. Period. Is there anything else you want to add that maybe I didn't touch upon?
I mean, you know, look, the live window is really, really a cool thing to offer. And what we want fans to know is that they're going to be able to come to Cosm and we're going to offer the best experience we can with leveled up hospitality. So great food, great beverage. We're going to come to the city with an authentic touch. It's got to look like Detroit. It's got to taste like Detroit. And it's got to showcase the content that Detroiters know and love. And that's our promise to the community when we come, is that authenticity is paramount. We worked with Rossetti, a local architect there, to do this. So they're going to make sure that we are authentic to the space. Working with Dan and Bedrock is also a priority and allows us to do that in the right way. And we view this as a privilege, and we're going to do everything we can to make sure the fans get the experience they deserve. And we can't wait to bring Cosm to the city.